Hey there, I just starting this Act 2 run here after our defeat of Mervale, so let me show you real quick. So you're going to get spit out of Mervale's lair, you're going to land in this southern forest area. There's going to be a bunch of apes that have frenzy charges. You'll basically, they'll group up around you. They're not as fast as you though, so generally if you pop a frost bomb, they'll all group up around the frost bomb as you run away and you'll pop them all pretty quick. It's a pretty quick area. You end up in town. You really don't need to talk to anybody in town. You just continue through off to the right, get into the old fields here. Excuse me. And then from there, I think this is the fastest way of running um, Act 2. So let's get started. A lot of Act 2 is based around following these stone paths. So we're just going to get right on it. This this area, why won't you let me jump? Has a mini boss in it called Nice. He's coming up here in a second. This guy right here, he does a rolling attack. Moves fairly quick. But if you keep your eye on him, he telegraphs when he uses it. And it's fairly easy to dodge if you keep a little bit of distance between you and him. I got him slowed down right now. I'm just going to leave him there. Here's the den. It is a worthwhile quest to do through Silk, I believe. Um, hey, come on now. Yeah, so I think this is worthwhile doing on your way through this area. Oh, blasted him with Leap Slam. Sorry guys, he has some fairly slow attacks, but he does a lot of damage for this point in the game. Especially if you have low armor or something. So we're going to continue out this side of Old Fields into the crossroads. Now this area is really important for the progression of Act 2. It's kind of like the hub for this side of the map. You get a lot done from this waypoint. You kind of come back to it a few times over here, and I'll show you how to run that. So we're going to go down south into the Fellshrine Ruins. Come on now. There's another mini boss in this area called Soulmorn. She is a wow, I thought I was on a solid state drive here, but oh wow. Come on now. That's 200 millisecond ping, hey? Seems a little higher than that to me. Yeah, so she's like a statue. Her name's Soulmorn. She's always at this kind of entrance area. I believe I usually just blast by her. Is she in there somewhere? No? Okay, well, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. She might be down here, actually. Yeah, she does like some pretty quick attacks. She does like this lightning falling star thing. She does that backwards dash. That's a new one. Um, come on now. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. It almost looks like a molten strike. Anyways, continuing on into the crypt, there's a waypoint that we pick up here. There's a trial of ascendancy in this area that I'm going to show you how to do. You also start running into Einhar here with the beasts. Yeah, we're going to find the trial of ascendancy before we continue on to the next level. Boom, here it is. So this has some spinning traps. These traps do damage based on your percentage of your life. So the best way to deal with them is to find an opening between them and just kind of walk and maintaining your distance. Now this switch is going to alter the path of those two spinning traps so that when they're going that way, they give you a little bit of time to get in between them and continue on. Now with this trap here, oops, he's going to get me again. Yeah, so you're going to want to sneak through at some point that guy when it's off to the side. Here would be a good time to get through with those two. Once again, sneaking in between these guys, staying down to this side. I wouldn't even bother touching that switch. And I'm going to go now, open this door, and kill all these mobs, hit the plaque, open the portal, and back to the start. That's that trial. Now, time to find the boss in this area. Come on, guys. Really don't need this lag right now, or ever. I believe he's going to be down here somewhere, or I'm completely wrong. There's always that option. Where art thou? There we go, level 2. So this boss casts curses. He's immune to cursed. He blocks attacks. He's basically kind of like the Skeleton King from old school Diablo and stuff. He's really not that scary. He summons a lot of rare monsters that do most of the damage for him. This is what his area looks like. Yeah, and as you can see here, cast vulnerability, cast temporal chains, blocks attack, resist cold, curse immune, summons a lot of these guys. After him, you're going to open this altar, and you're going to pick up a golden hand. I usually just exit the character screen, find my way back to town. We're going to go back to the crossroads. Then I'm going to go north to the Chamber of Sins. And you're trying to get to the center of this area, but there's no direct route, so you're going to end up kind of going around the side. Wow, quite the detour in this one. Was there a direct route on this one? No. Yeah, see, there's never really a direct route in. You kind of got to go around. So yeah, you're going to grab this waypoint, and then you're going to head down till you see the entrance to the next area. I think it's going to be back here on this layout. There we go. There's a trial of ascendancy in this next area. I believe it's the saw traps on the floor. Essence action. Oh, there we go. Almost missed it. Okay, so I find with these traps, I'm going to wait for this one to start away from me. That one's behind me. I'm going to get in front of it, right? Try to do that better. So this one's coming towards me. As it starts moving away, I stay on its track, wait for that one to pass me, change tracks, and then go. Okay. Get in between them, and then you got a free and clear path. I'm going to wait for this saw to get behind me. I'm going to stay in the safe area. We'll get these guys now. You can offset them with this switch. I really don't think it's worth the time though. When they're right next to each other, you can just use your movement skill to dodge them like that. Except better, because you probably won't get hit like I did. Hit the plaque, off you go. Okay, so now we are looking for the Fidelitas. He does lightning damage, he shocks. He's got some guy tied to a chair. Kind of a strange dude. Yeah, this looks like it. Yeah, so you're gonna see he does his telegraph for his skills are like he's super slow. Um, I mean, I can turn my aspect of the spider off. Wait for it to wear off. I think it lasts 15 seconds. There we go. So he's still not very fast. He's gonna shock me on one of his attacks eventually if he can hit me. Okay, buddy. All right, take my word for it. He shocks. And then we're gonna touch this. It's gonna drop the baleful gem. We're gonna go back to town. Then we got Creighton to deal with one of the bandits. So we're gonna head out this side of the crossroads. Get to the broken bridge. He's gonna be on the south side of the map, so we'll just cruise down that way. Hopefully find him right off the hop. He's going to be on a bridge. There we go. That's a bridge. Hey, Creighton. So now he jumps around a lot. You'll see him disappear at times. See? He's just gone. Okay. And then, so you lose your name lock. Oh, now he's dead. Uh, Anyways, it can be a hectic fight because you'll lose track of him and stuff. Just keep in mind that as long as he's alive, he's going to keep summoning ads. And your main priority is to get him down. Okay, so we've done the beast in the old fields for silk. Then we got to the crossroads, went south to the fell shrine. We did a trial of ascendancy there. We got the golden hand. Went back to the crossroads, continued on north, chamber of sins. Did another trial of ascendancy there. That's both trials of ascendancy. Those are the only two in Act 2. And then we got Fidelitas, killed him, and got the baleful gem. And then we went over and we got the first of the bandits in the broken bridge, which is Creighton. Now we're going to continue on and we're going to do the south side of Act 2. There's a few things in the western forest that have to be done before we can go up this way. So we're just going to continue all the way south. In the riverways, we're definitely going to want to get this this waypoint. We don't want to skip it because we got to come back through here later on. There is a mini boss in this area that can spawn right by the waypoint. He's a humanoid, so I think he hangs around these camps. He does ranged attacks. I think he's got like a rain of arrows attack, maybe. Yeah, I don't see him. Anyways, so yeah, waypoint. We don't want to go through that area yet. We're going to continue south to the western forest. Usually at the end of this road. Now there's three things to do here. Well, four if you include the waypoint. First thing I do is I get the waypoint. Then I'll continue south to the Blackguard camp. This is actually Act 1 quest. Yeah, so there was one unique boss. He drops the Thaumatic emblem, and you socket it in this wall. It opens the prisoner's gate, and it finishes a quest in Act 1 from Tarkley, I think. And then we're either looking for a Lyra, or if we start seeing a bunch of spider webs, here's a Lyra. Now I helped Lyra, so I won't be able to kill her. The reason I helped her is she gives 15% maximum or 15% all resist, and 15% crit multi, and a little bit of mana regen. So it's pretty strong choice over the two passive nodes. I mean, two passive nodes is pretty strong. Depends what you're trying to do with your build. So now we're starting to see the spider webs. That means that the Weaver's Chamber should be down here somewhere, over this way. So we got a boss to kill in this zone. There's an arena, so if we do get close to her area, we'll see the orange doorway light up on our mini-map. Yeah, where are you? This layout can be a little tricky. There's a lot of dead ends and stuff. Oh, nice. We got lucky. Okay, so she can... I'm going to try turning my auras off. I think I'm still going to do too much damage to show the phases of this boss. Yeah, she died instantly. Okay, sometimes she'll go up into the ceiling and summon a bunch of ads, and then you'll have to kill ads for a little bit before she'll come back down. Okay, and then we're done in the Western Forest. So we exit out of there. Oh yeah, she drops Malagaro's spike. So that's the item that we need to continue on to the next area. Once we start going through this. Oh yeah, we're gonna start from the riverways. So yeah, in that zone, we either kill or help Alira. If you're killing Alira, you're probably going for 2 passive points, which means you're gonna have to kill Oak too. If you help Alira, you're going to have to kill Oak, so either way, I think Oak actually has a pretty bad bonus as far as builds are concerned these days. You don't really want to go with Oak's gift, but Alira can be a good option. So we did the Thaumatic Emblem, we got Malagaro's Spike, and I personally helped Alira. So we're done in that area, and we're coming up this way towards the final boss for Act 2. Over here, it's always on this edge of the map by the waypoint. So we're gonna go up this way, try to find Oak. He's in this area somewhere. Oh hey, here's a ball side area. So now we can find at this item level, we can find 3-socketed gems, or 3-socketed items, but we can't find 4 sockets yet. So there's no chance that we'll find a 4-link or anything. Oh yeah. No fragment yet either. Okay. Where are you, Oak? So he's going to do like a leap slam attack, and he also curses you with Warlord's Mark, which gives them endurance charges, and they leech life and mana off of you. He does have a lot of life, though it can be a tricky fight. His leap slam can be hard to dodge. So once he's dealt with, we come up here, we click on, we pick up the waypoint, and then we click on this with Malagaro's Spike in our inventory, and it opens up the Vaal Ruins. There is a mini boss on the path in this area that he's actually kind of tricky. He's really quick, he does a lot of damage, but I think his life is fairly low, so he's really not a challenging battle. But I would definitely vote a skip on him. Where does the path start? Oh, it's the next area that I'm talking about. this area is just a temple layout. And we end up getting into the caverns after this, because we gotta hit the button still, the seal. Oh wow. Down here? Yeah, there we go. So there's a big orb here, you click on it, it lets you by, and then everything goes dark in town. Everybody's really mad at you for a little bit there. Come up into the northern forest. There's a completely useless side zone in this area that you don't even need to go into. There's no quest. There might be a mini boss in there. I don't know. I never use it. The Dread Thicket. Um, yeah, popping those essences when you see them. And continuing up this way to the caverns. Fairly long layout. There we go. Now this is where the mini boss I was talking about earlier is, the one that's fast. He enrages, so as you do damage to him, he just gets more powerful until you finally kill him. So if your damage isn't very great, I would suggest skipping him, because eventually he's just going to kill you if you can't kill him fast enough. His damage is just going to increase. And he is very fast. Okay, so you're going to want to get this waypoint, go into town, talk to Aramir, turn in the amulets that you collected for the Pyramid Apex. If you went with Alira, you're going to have to go back, talk to Alira, and she'll give you the Apex. But yeah, the caverns is the last waypoint, and we're just going to go through this temple layout. Find the exits are always in the corners on this tile set. So if you shoot for the corners, generally you're going to find the exit there. Can I get down? No. Once again, shooting for the corner on this one. And I fail. I think it's going to be down here. Do I have to go around this way? Possibly. And these layouts get smaller and smaller as you go up. So and now this boss is fairly recycled throughout the end game of PoE. He's in a lot of maps. What's the one I'm thinking of? Vol. He's in Atziri. He's in one of the Vol, not Vol Temple, but Vol Shrine, I think. Um, and I think Maze as well. He's the boss in Maze. So that's his summoning arm. He's got 3 different arms. When he's using that one, he obviously fires out a bunch of adds. These guys do like attack damage, physical. These guys here are kind of famous. They're Vol constructs. They do late game. They do. Oh, and that's his laser arm. Awesome. Yeah, he's using his laser arm and shooting chilled ground out and shocking. That's his summoning arm. These guys do chaos ranged attack. And then I'll get close to him so that he does his slam attack. He'll disappear and he'll reappear in the same spot. So that's his slam arm. It's like a big rock or something. That's his summoning arm. And then the one that's kind of a fork is the elemental one. I guess he shoots out chilled ground as well, but that laser attack generally does a lot of damage. Yeah. Okay. Boom. That's the Act 2 boss. So what do I have to say about Act 2? Um, as far as items and everything go, there's nothing major happening in Act 2. You can't find 4-socketed items until Act 3 at level 25. So you're not going to start finding 3 links and stuff until later on in Act 3. Um, what else is there to talk about? So yeah, you can find 3 links. There was the crypt boss with the curses. This guy with the shock, he telegraphs very well. It's easy to dodge his stuff. Creighton really rocks the move skills. He's hard to keep track of sometimes. This area here, I forgot to mention, there's martyrs, a unit type called martyrs. They explode. I believe they do fire damage when they explode. Oh, and if you do decide to kill Alira, she does desecrate and detonate dead, which does a lot of damage. When she casts desecrate, there'll be like a big green target on the ground with like these red, or is it a red target with these green corpses on the ground? And you'll see them. It looks like poison or something on the ground, and if you stand on it, you take chaos damage over time. And then she'll cast detonate dead, and that's when they'll start flashing red, and you need to get away from those like immediately because she will kill you with that. It does a lot of damage, so that can be a tricky fight. But like I said, there's a cooldown. She doesn't just explode the corpses; they do like a red flashing um, maneuver on them, and I don't know if people watching this have been to maps or not, but there's a really common map that uses her for a boss. They're called burial chambers. A lot of people run this map, and Alira, there's a boss on this map that's basically modeled after Alira, does the same attacks as her. Um, yeah, so the exploding martyrs and Alira doing the detonate dead do a lot of damage in that area. And then after you go up through the wetlands, Oak can be tricky as well. His leaf slam's hard to dodge. And then the 3-armed Omnitect. Well, I guess he's not the Omnitect. He's the Vessel of the Vol. In this area, he gets recycled a lot throughout the game, so he's a really good mechanic to memorize his moves for boss fights later on in the game. Okay, what else was I? Yeah, yeah. As far as upgrading your items and stuff in Act 2, every time you level up, it refreshes the vendor's inventory. So yeah, just be on the lookout for move speed boots and things of that nature. Link items that you might need, 3 links and things like that. You know that you can find them in here. So all it would take is this, and then some essence that you pick up somewhere. Uh, just anything really. If you need cold resist, boom, use this guy. Now you got some cold resist, energy shield, and life. Why not, right? Anyways, that's that for Act 2. We'll be moving on to Act 3 next. You do start out in at this waypoint here, and then it's kind of the same deal as Act 2, where you gotta kind of fight your way to town. Yeah, alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.